Hi viewers, so today I remembered a story that happened when I was serving in northwestern Nigeria. The law firm I was serving handled this case. Certain young men were arrested in a community for stealing cows. Unfortunately, it turns out that it has been a regular occurrence in the community. A lot of people are losing their cows to thieves. So when these young men were arrested, they were handed over to police because the community was so angry. Upon conclusion of investigation by the police, they were charged to court. And of course, when they were arraigned, the court granted them bail pending the trial of their case. So they were released back to the community. On getting to the community misunderstood the concept of bail and concluded that the judicial system has failed them. We have arrested criminals, we have handed them over to the police, we have handed them over to the court, and the court has released them. Then the most unfortunate incidents happened. They organized a mob action and murdered these two young men. This is the background for which this video is coming today, so that we understand the concept of bail. Bail is not setting free by the court, by the law enforcement agencies. No. Now, what is bail? Bail is a process where an accused person is released temporarily pending the conclusion of investigation on him. If it is before the court, the person is released temporarily pending the conclusion of the case against him, pending the conclusion of his trial. Now, the background for bail is an offshoot of the constitutional right of freedom to liberty, presumption of innocence. Because if a person is charged with the commission of a crime, the Constitution has given some rights to an accused person, one of which is the presumption of innocence. So the person brought before the court will be granted bail if the offense he has committed is bailable. Now, another essential factor for the grant of bail is that the restriction of the liberty of the accused person by being incarcerated will limit his access to the lawyer of his choice. And remember, the access to the lawyer of your choice for the defense of the charge against you is also a constitutional right. You also have the right to access witnesses. You also have the right to gather evidence, to gather documents for the defense of the charge against you. This is why the court will grant you bail. The moment you are arraigned before the court, you will be granted bail for this. Now, we want to draw your attention to the types of bail, which is bail by the police or the law enforcement agencies. They grant you bail pending the conclusion of the investigation against you. When you are before the court can also grant you bail pending the conclusion of the trial against you. In another circumstance, if you are convicted by a court of competent jurisdiction and you appeal against the decision of the court, upon appeal, you can also be granted bail pending the determination of the appeal against you. So please, this video is meant for you to understand that when a person is granted bail, either by the law enforcement agencies or by the court, it does not mean that the person has been set free. Don't go about shouting, the police has failed us, the judicial system has failed us, how could we have arrested this person in the act, we handed him over to the police, and the next day he is out of police station, or he has been taken to court and the next day he is out of the court. No. Bail is a right, a constitutional right by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The police grants you bail based on the provisions of the Criminal Procedure Code, Criminal Procedure Act, Administration of the Criminal Justice Act, and of course the ground norm, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the interesting thing you should know is, if this person is your relation, your friend, your colleague, you will as well be glad that the court has availed him this constitutional right in order that all that he needs for the defense of his case will be accessed. We hope you must have learned something from this so that you don't misunderstand the concept of bail next time when the law enforcement agencies grant a person bail or the court grants bail. I remain your favorite lawyer, Ishaku Joseph Shirime. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button, and please, you are free to make comments, drop your questions. We will do well to respond to you. We will attend to your queries. We will even take a time dedicated to respond to your questions and possibly do a video for this. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in our next video.